This is FGNN coming to you live from New York City. Everyone knows our stories are the bee's knees. Top stories coming at you tonight include the inside scoop on the debate of the NATO supporters and the Warsaw Pact supporters, special interviews with Eisenhower himself along with John Foster Dulles, and the one and only Elvis Presley. Later on, stay tuned because we will be discussing the new improvements made on the Sputnik satellite. Now we have Elvis Presley here to talk about his hit new song and how he became a star.
Thanks for having me here today. I would not have been able to make it this far without the support of my friends and family.
How did you find out you had a passion for music?
Well, in about 1946, my parents bought me my first guitar.
How did you get the nickname The King?
I got the nickname The King because I am the king of rock and roll.
What is the new song that is the buzz right now?
It's called Heartbreak Hotel, and I released it on January 27, 1956. This tune was inspired by a suicide note printed in the Miami Herald. My new song was not very popular until I started appearing on television a few months before it came out.
I see. I personally think your new song is your best. Can you tell us some interesting facts about yourself?
Well, my dance movement with my pelvis gave me the nickname Elvis the Pelvis, which I strongly dislike. Also, I temporarily a Shelby County Deputy Sheriff in Tennessee.
I bet your fans love hearing about the inside scoop on your personal life. What are some of your favorite sports?
My favorite sports are racquetball and football. I was on the school boxing team when I was at Humes High School in Memphis. I love football and often have 3 TVs set up at Graceland to watch all of the games at once.
Now, do you have any religious beliefs?
Yes, I am a Christian and I love to sing gospel music.
Is there anything else you would like to tell your fans watching this from their home?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello, I am Laurel, and I would now like to represent the 35th President of the United States from 1953 until 1961, who had previously been a 5-star general in the United States Army during World War II and served as Supreme Commander of the Allied Forces in Europe, Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Thank you very much, Laurel. It's great to be here.
So, to start our thing, let's talk about your new doctrine. How is it working out so far?
Well, Laurel, so far I announced that the United States would use force to help any Middle Eastern nations that are threatened by communism. I plan on sending troops to Lebanon to put down the revolt against its pro-American government.
I heard a little about the CIA. What are your future plans about that?
It's an intelligent gathering association that I am hoping will protect American interests. We plan to aid the new government in Iran and Guatemala.
Well, be sure to keep me updated, and I hope all goes well, but how is your presidency going?
Yes, both of these operations are meant to help place anti-communism leaders in power, although long-term resentment may be created against the U.S. As for my presidency, there are some challenges, but overall, it's going well.
Well, thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see you come again soon.
Man, we need some more donuts.
And some more coffee, too.
Heck yeah.
Officer, you have to help us. It's getting worse.
Wait, what is it?
It's this green thing, and it's just killing people. It's getting worse.
Get on with it.
It's a green mass, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. As you all know, history dramatically changed last October due to the launch of the Sputnik, a Soviet satellite. The Sputnik launch changed everything.
As a technical achievement, Sputnik caught the world's attention and the American public off guard. It was visible all around the Earth, and the radio pulses were detectable.
In addition, the public feared that the Soviets' ability to launch satellites also translated into the capability to launch ballistic missiles that can carry nuclear weapons from Europe to the U.S.
Then the Soviets struck again on November 3rd. Sputnik 2 was launched, carrying a much heavier load. The surprise success precipitated the American Sputnik crisis, began the space age, and triggered the space race, a part of the larger Cold War. Indeed, Sputnik itself provided scientists with valuable information. Next, we have another story after a short break.
Today, a new moon is in the sky, a 23-inch metal sphere placed in orbit by a Russian rocket. Here, an artist's conception of how the feat was accomplished. A 3-stage rocket. Number 1, the booster, in the class of an intercontinental missile. Its weight estimated at 50 tons. The smaller second stage took over at 5,000 miles an hour and carried on to the highest point reached.
Interrupt this program with breaking news.
Joseph Stalin's death has just been announced. After an all-night dinner on March 1st, 1935, Stalin suffered a stroke which paralyzed the right side of his body. Not wanting to disturb him, he was not found until later in the evening of March 2nd. He died 4 days after his stroke on March 5th. We will not flash to the footage of communists crying for their leader. Others, however, are happy that Stalin's torturing is now over. As everyone knows, Stalin's first wife and son killed themselves because of the shame and embarrassment they had to go through. Rumor is that a new leader will be in power soon. There are different choices, but Nikita Khrushchev was the first choice because he was one of Stalin's closest advisors.
Baby boom, dun, dun.
Baby, not a baby toy, baby toy. Did you know that approximately one baby was born every 7 seconds of the baby boom era?
The next story we'll have is about the NATO and the Warsaw Pact.
The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, otherwise known as the NATO, formed in 1949. Agreeing member nations say an armed attack on one of the Western European nations is considered an attack against all of them. West Germany coming into the NATO here. Looks like the Soviets are acting to form the rival military alliance called the Warsaw Pact. Yugoslavia is the only Eastern European country not involved in this rival alliance. Although members agreed on paper not to interfere in one another's internal affairs, looks like the Soviet Union is continuing to exert firm control over the Warsaw allies.
Harry S. Truman gave a speech on March 12, 1947 that called for $400 million in aid to Greece and Turkey, which were both threatened by communism.
Then Congress approved the financial aid as well as the U.S. troops to administer post-war reconstruction.
The Truman Doctrine was an international relationship policy set forth by the U.S. President Harriet Truman.
Truman made the plea amid the crisis of the Greek Civil War. He argued that if Greece and Turkey did not receive the aid they needed, then they would fall into communism.
Turkey and Greece were historic rivals, so it was necessary to help them both equally, even though the threat to Greece was more immediate.
The policy won the support of the Republicans, who controlled the Congress, and involved sending $400 million in American money, but no military forces to the region.
The effect was to end the communist threat, and in 1952, both countries joined NATO and guaranteed the protection.
Now we have a segment on John Foster Dulles, the 52nd United States Secretary of State. Unfortunately, he was unable to meet us here today due to a family emergency. John Foster Dulles being a significant figure in the early Cold War, advocated an aggressive moralistic stance against communism around the world. Negotiating numerous treaties and alliances, he advocated support of the French in their time of need.
New boy calls out 3 soldiers!
What does it say? 264.
264.
Oh, happy, happy me. I'm filled with rapture after all. Oh, happy, happy me. I'm going to the ball.
in flight. History is being made on the proving grounds of the National Space Foundation as scientists prepare for the ultimate total triumph over space. Within a matter of moments, you will, for the first time, see the interior of a space rocket in flight. Here's the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. And now the wonders of electronic science enable us to see the interior of the rocket. Oh no, what's this? Oh my, not them. Yes, it's the Three Stooges who are making history all right, but laugh history. In their first full-length feature motion picture, Have Rocket Will Travel.
The normal things, Alice. Stop! Try to contact Earth.
No change in their course, huh?
None. They can't control it. The ship's on an automatic course to the planet Venus.
We got contact. Take that down, quick. What's it say?
Beep, 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 beep.
Get out of here. Hey, the television's on.
You heard about the Sputnik and the Mutnik. Well, here comes the Laughnik, a movie that's a three-stooge riot on a three-stage rocket.
We're landing.
For the first time, the world's craziest comedians are really out of this world.
Or admit it. We did it. Have rocket. We'll travel in space.
You are expected. Enter.
A talking automobile.
I am waiting.
I am Larry. I am Mo. And I am Curly Joe. Take us to your leader.
They're the spinning image of us, ain't they? Oh, they look pretty good for robots. They made Mo real ugly, didn't they, Larry? I don't know. I think he's uglier in person.
Don't miss this hilarious mixture of missiles and mirth as the Three Stooges blast off in the biggest comedy bonanza in years.
All right, someone's calling me.
Oh my god! It's freaking
It's
Josh.
Jeremy! Marshmallow! Oh
No,
no!
Jeremy, I'm gonna blow this up.
Don't start recording because we're laughing.
Why don't you record it?
Harry, oh my god.
You guys are laughing and it's just not working.
Harry S. Truman gave a speech.
Wait, no he didn't. No he didn't.
Oh my god. God dang it. Harry S. Oh my god, why? Why? See? It's not
That was not.
You guys, this is.
Harry S. Truman gave a speech on March 12th.
Why? See?
Why?
I quit.
Oh my god.